A single discarded cup quietly exposed a killer hiding for decades. The strange thing about this case is how ordinary it all looked at first. A quiet apartment in Bellingham, Washington, spring of 1978. A young woman named Martha Kearns found on her living room floor, the room still warm from the tea she'd been drinking. No forced entry, no screaming neighbors, just a scene that felt paused. A quiet apartment, a still teacup, and a killer waiting on scene. Investigators rushed in, but the science was stuck in the 70s. Evidence got smudged, bagged loosely, sometimes touched without gloves. And because the case felt simple, they locked onto the wrong young man. Someone awkward, alone, and easy to frame with the scraps they had. He ended up losing 20 years to a crime he kept saying he didn't commit. Then everything went silent for 4 decades. When a small cold case team reopened the box, the evidence looked nearly useless, just a faint biological trace clinging to fabric that had aged almost as much as the people involved. But new testing managed to squeeze out a partial DNA profile, and it didn't match the man who went to prison. It didn't match the ex. It didn't match anyone in the old files. It pointed somewhere no one had looked closely before. Detectives started quietly watching an older man who had lived in the same building back in '78. Friendly, polite, the kind of neighbor no one ever remembers for the wrong reasons. He lived a simple life now. Coffee in the morning, groceries on Thursdays, same routines every week. And then, one day, in the middle of a parking lot, he finished his drink and tossed the cup into a public trash bin. That little sound, paper hitting plastic, broke the case open. Tests on the rim matched the partial DNA from Martha's clothing. The past he thought had settled finally caught up. And the truth bent in 2 directions at once. The real killer discovered, and an innocent man's stolen years laid bare. It's a strange kind of justice, quiet, late, and heavier than anyone expected. If you want the full story with the deeper details and how the investigators finally proved it, the complete documentary is already up on the channel.